Today, we're going to dive into a market that is seriously heating up. We're talking about Georgia's real estate sector, a place that's not only attracting luxury brands, but is also seeing some pretty explosive growth. The headlines look great, but what's really going on behind the scenes? And is the opportunity as simple as it looks? And that's really the big question for anyone looking to put their money here, isn't it? On one side, you have this incredible land of opportunity, but on the other, you could be walking into a complex maze of risks and unknowns. So today, let's try to draw a map.
So here's our plan. We're going to start with the huge opportunities everyone is buzzing about. Then we'll pull back the curtain and look at some of those hidden complexities. From there, we'll look at a company called Kedaro Group as a sort of case study to see how you might navigate all this, what tools you'd need, and what it really means to have a trusted partner on the ground.
First up, let's talk about those opportunities. Because honestly, it's impossible to ignore the momentum building in the Georgian market right now. And this isn't just some local hype. We're talking about global giants turning their heads and placing some serious bets here.
You know, when big global brands decide to move into a new market, it's never a casual thing. It's a calculated move. It signals a deep confidence in that country's economic future and in the long-term stability of its property market. It's truly one of the strongest green flags you can look for.
And we're not talking about small-time players either. You've got an iconic brand like Tonino Lamborghini putting its name on a project. And on top of that, you have Emaar, the absolute powerhouse developer behind landmarks like the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. They're now active in Georgia. These are massive signals that something big is happening.
And the numbers, well, the numbers really tell the story. Just take a look at this data from Emaar. Their property sales recently shot up by a staggering 37% in just the first half of the year compared to the year before. That's not just steady growth, my friends. That is an explosion. It shows you the sheer speed of money flowing into this market. Okay, but let's just tap the brakes for a second here. Any smart investor knows that when you see growth that fast, it can often hide some serious complexities. This is the maze part of our big question. The potential for reward is obvious, but it's rarely just a straight line to get there. And this brings us right to the core concern for any investor, right? When a market is moving this fast, how do you tell the difference between a real opportunity and a risky bet? How do you make sure your investment isn't just profitable now, but that it's safe and secure for the long haul?
Well, the answer isn't to get scared and run away from the market. It's about navigating it smartly, and it all comes down to one thing: rigorous risk analysis. It means doing your homework, understanding the potential downsides before you jump in, so you can make it a safe, stable place for your money. It's the key to riding that wave instead of getting wiped out by it.
This is where having a local guide becomes absolutely critical. You just can't navigate a complex market without some real expertise on the ground. So for our explainer, we're going to look at one such guide, Kedaro Group, to see how their entire model is built to tackle these exact challenges. So, who is Kedaro Group? Well, in a nutshell, they're a real estate services company that covers the whole spectrum. We're talking everything from residential homes to business spaces and pure investment properties. The idea is for them to be a kind of one-stop shop for anyone looking to get into the Georgian market.
And their mission statement pretty much says it all. Their goal is to create effective communication between parties for a profitable investment. What that really means is they see their job as being the bridge, making sure communication is crystal clear so that the deal that gets done is a good one, a successful one. It's all about the final outcome, not just pushing paper.
So, if a company like this is your guide, what's in their toolkit? What's the map they give you? Let's dig into the specific services they offer and look at the full spectrum they've designed to help an investor through the entire journey. This slide lays out their whole process, and you can see how it all fits together. It starts with appraisal, right? Because you can't make a good deal if you don't know the property's true market value. Then comes consultation. That's where the strategy is built. From there, they handle the critical negotiation phase. And finally, they offer ongoing management, which is a total game changer for investors who aren't even in the country. It's really designed to be a complete hands-off solution. And the support doesn't just stop once the deal is signed. They've built up this whole network of partners to handle pretty much the entire life of a property. This means they can connect investors with construction crews, architects for new projects, and, critically, lawyers to handle all the legal paperwork. It's a whole ecosystem designed to cover every single base, long after that first transaction is done. Okay, so let's bring this all home. What does a full-service approach like this actually mean for you, the investor on the ground? It really just boils down to the real-world benefits of having a reliable guide in a market that can be both incredibly rewarding and, let's be honest, pretty unforgiving.
So let's connect the dots. Their expertise? That's what helps you find the profitable deals that other people might miss. That focus on risk analysis, that's your safety net. That's what gives you a stable market entry. And wrapping all those services into one package, that's what makes the whole thing a smooth, stress-free process. When you add it all up, the goal is simple: better results with less risk.
Which, of course, brings us right back to our original question. Now that you've seen the immense opportunity, you understand the hidden complexities, and you know that there's structured guidance out there to help you navigate it all, are you ready to find your own path in this dynamic market? For those of you who want to explore this path a little bit further, here is the contact information for Kedaro Group. You can reach out to them directly and start a conversation about what your own journey into Georgia's property market might look like.